Hi folks, I'm filming this last portion of the video first so this all makes sense to you. I don't see any more deer here right now, but what you're going to see on this video, the second part was actually what I just got done filming. It's a parade of at least 7 different size buck that came through here. Some of them came down here into the field along the edge of the field, just like this. They were in camera range for a while. And then there were a few others that stayed up in the woods there in that little clearing. I thought maybe they'd come out where the others did, but they didn't. I don't know why. I know we have some of the chickens out right now. Maybe that was just enough to keep them a little shy. The second part then of this video was shot a few nights ago. There were at least 10 doe that I videoed back in here. I had a little problems with trying to zoom with the camera and then it going out of focus, but that's at the very end of that video. So I'll put that at the very end of this one. That way you don't have to miss out on the whole buck parade. Well, I'll let you see how it turns out. I've got to see how it turns out. Again, I'm sorry that it's a bit shaky, but I'm leaning my elbows against the windowsill and the side of the window, shooting out from the window, and the distance that you're looking at from where I am standing in the house is about 230, 250 yards. So to zoom the camera in like that distance without any kind of tripod, you're going to have a little shakiness. So, and plus the amount of buck that I was seeing made me excited and shaky too. So I'll try to share that with you. Again, thank you for watching, and just as soon as I'm done talking here, the buck parade will start. All right, please subscribe and hit the notifications bell, and we'll have more of this country living on a shoestring life out in the country. Thank you. Hi folks, look at that. I told you there were buck here. This is another night, but these two came out of the woods a few minutes ago. Now they're fighting. I know I'm zoomed way in. I hope I can do this. I hope you can see it. Sorry if the camera's shaky, but I am zoomed way in with it, and I'm not used to videoing from this distance that much, but you can see they're doing their play fighting. The rut's obviously over by now, so it's not that they're sparring for a mate, but they're still doing this exercise in dominance. The one looks like it's about a 6, the one on the left. The other one is an 8 or a 10. I can't tell exactly. I'm not sure what they're looking at there. I don't want to take my eyes off the camera. It'll unfocus on it for you. Again, I'm sorry about the shaky. And there are some doe here. That's a doe going through the woods, but there was another buck, a 3rd or 4th buck, that was just ahead of it. I don't know if I can see him coming into the field or not. He was about a 6 or an 8 also. They were staying in the woods. He didn't come out into the open that I could see. Oh, there he is. Oops, sorry. Oh, didn't get much of a glance at him. I'm sorry. But this is amazing to me that there's this many deer still here, and that many buck that still, at this point in February, that still have their racks. They haven't shed them yet. Maybe it's because the winter has been so mild. There's that doe, unless that's a small button buck or something that's following them. I'm not sure. Let's see if he comes out or not there. But I thought there were 2 buck that I was looking at before, but there might have been a 3rd with them. I'm still just looking to see if there's more to come. Oh yes, there's another one. Oh my goodness, this is at least the 4th buck. Because the others have all gone to the left of where the camera is pointing. That's at least another 8. I don't know if that's the big one that I saw the other day. Might be. Usually the biggest buck comes last, but Oh my goodness. This is just amazing to me. I have never seen this many buck together in one place on my farm. It's the mild winter. It's the heavy cover that we've created with doing the timbering. And it's the fact that there's enough here for them to eat. Look at this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be so excited about this, but this is just something new for me after all these years of living out in the country to see this many deer. And again, it's not hunting season or anything. Nothing's gonna be shot. Hopefully they'll get through the rest of the year, and some of these deer, maybe next year the racks will be even bigger. It depends on their diet. Of course, they obviously shed their antlers every winter and then they start over again in the spring. Yeah, that looks like the big one that I saw a couple. Yeah, he's the big 8. That's the one that I saw a couple weeks ago. Look at the size of that spread. He's not even fighting. He's just walking by himself. Nobody's going to challenge him. And brow tines, they look like they have to be at least 3 or 4 inches tall. He's just posing. They're wary. The bigger, the older the bucks are, the more wary they are of people. I don't know if there are going to be any more or not for sure, but let me see. I'll scan up here. They seem to be coming down from the woods. There's another one. Buck number 5 or 6. I can't tell. It's either the 5th or the 6th. And this boy is also. And then there's another. No, I'm wrong. There's another one too. And that boy looks even bigger. And another one. 5, 6, 7. This is like the 7th buck that I've seen here, plus a couple doe. Now whether or not they'll all come down. Does that guy look like he's missing a side of a rack? The one in the middle there, I don't know. But that other one looks like a smaller 6 or 8. And this one looks pretty big, but I can't see the right antler. Yeah, it looks like his is broken off. Yeah, he must have broke his in fighting, or he's already started to shed. And then there's another doe. Let me follow these down. If they'll follow the same route that the other one took, they'll come out down about here. I'll just keep the camera here for a few minutes, see if they come out the same place into the field. Well, I'm so sorry about shaking the camera like this. I'm holding it, leaning against the wall. I don't have it on any kind of tripod. And the distance from where I am to where you're seeing those deer is about 230 to 250 yards maybe from inside the house on the second floor here to the far end of the field. Let's see if they come out. I'm looking to see where they are now. Oh, is that another small one? I can't tell if that's one I'd already counted or not. Yeah, I think so. He's a very small rack, that boy. But let's see if those others come out this way or not, or if they're just going to stay in the woods. Maybe they're not going to come out. They might have just decided to stay in the woods. I can't tell. The brush is too thick, and if I put the camera down to try to get my binoculars to try to see, then I might miss them because they're not out in the open all that much. As you can see, they're all walking right behind my tree stand. That little one's still standing up in there with the doe. That's the doe there, and then there's the little one there. I'm not going to try to zoom any closer because it won't be a good picture anyhow, and it'll be even more shaky. So, but yeah, that's at least 7 buck. I never expected to see this many. Saw the other day, I saw like 3, but no, I don't see the rest of them coming out here in the field. Maybe they're going to stay. stay up in. I'm sorry here with the camera again, folks. I'm so zoomed in and my arms get tired of holding. I'm leaning against the window and the window frame. Plus I have the grid in the window I'm trying to work around. Okay. Well, there's the opening there. I don't see them there now. Let's see if I'll scan my way down through the way the others went. Oops. And there was the opening that the others came out on into the field. I don't see anybody else coming out. No, I just don't. Does that mean they're not going to, or they're just going to hesitate? I'm not sure. Hang in there. I gotta rest my arms for a second here. Well, hello folks. It is February 6th. It's about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, heading towards the evening, and we have 10 doe back in the field eating. It's been a mild winter, so we're seeing more of them. They're coming out here eating the dried grass. I guess that's a higher quality feed than what they can find in the woods. But this is what we still have here even after all the hunting seasons are over. The early archery, the rifle season, the late archery, the muzzleloader season, the flintlock season. So we still have plenty of deer here. And I don't know if the camera will let me zoom in or if it'll go out of focus like it usually does. But you can see them back there. They're peacefully eating. And nobody's disturbing them at this point. Let's see. I still think there are 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, still 10 there. It's getting dark, so the picture quality probably isn't going to be that great on this video, but we still have plenty of deer around. About almost 2 weeks ago now, it was about this time of the evening, there were a whole bunch back here, and there were 3 buck together, including the biggest 8-pointer I've ever seen around here. It was too dark really to use the camera, but I had my binoculars on them for probably a good 5-10 minutes, and I could make out that it was a big 8-pointer, just a snow white rack, probably a 24-inch spread. I mean, it was a huge deer. And then there were 2 smaller buck with him. And then another day there was a smaller 8-pointer and back here with the doe. So we still have plenty of buck too. I don't know if any of them will come out. I'm doubting it, but we are due to get, it's been rainy on and off all day, but we're due to have this turn to snow tomorrow afternoon, so maybe the colder temperatures coming in, so maybe that's why they're trying to feed now before the storm comes in. Typically that's what deer do. They'll feed right before and right after storms so that when the bad weather hits they can just lay low. So I just wanted to give you this picture. If I can zoom in I will without it being too shaky or out of focus. Let's see. This camera, when it's in video mode, just does not like to focus. I'm sorry about that. Let me zoom back. Maybe I can get it back into regular focus there. It still doesn't want to go into focus. But I'm sorry about that, folks. I just have to get a better camera. That's all there is to it. So a better video camera. So I just want to give you an update on the deer situation here in country living on a shoestring out in the country. Even in the middle of the winter, we still got plenty of life going on here. So thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so we can keep you updated.